Hello and welcome everybody to today's 60 minutes desk relief posture power class. Today we're going to be working on something really close to my heart. We're going to be working on releasing stiff neck and shoulders, right? So I don't know about you, but every now and then I do suffer from a little bit of neck discomfort, especially if I've been sitting or stressing a lot. So that's really what today is going to be all about, especially in the beginning, and then we're going to ramp it up a little bit kind of more intensely after that. So it's going to start out pretty chilled, and then we'll really get moving. For today, you're going to need a couple of props. I've got a yoga strap, but I'm assuming most of you wouldn't have that at home. So if you could, go and grab either a yoga strap, or a great household alternative is a belt, so which you would use to kind of keep your jeans on nicely. Or you could use a resistance band as well. That works quite nicely. So go ahead and grab one of those things. And if your knees tend to get sensitive, then grab a pillow or a blanket as well, because we're going to be sitting on the floor for quite a long time in the beginning. So if you like to sit on a block or on a cushion, meditation cushion or something like that, then go and grab that as well. It's always nice to sit up by the wall, so that's also a great option as well. So go and get your stuff, no distractions, and I'll see you back on the mat in a second. Let's get this done. Okay, so I'm going to be sitting over here. If you feel like you want me a little bit closer to see any movements, then just let me know, yeah? Because we're going to be focusing on neck and shoulders for the first 10 minutes or so. Take your strap, just put it nearby you, your belt or whatever you've got, just pop it nearby. I'm going to be kneeling like this, but chances are I'm going to change position and sit cross-legged about halfway through. So you can pick whatever sitting position feels most comfortable for you. It's really important that when you're sitting here, you're not feeling like you can't kind of open up your shoulders. So I want you to be in a place where you, even if you're literally leaning against the wall, I don't mind, okay? You can have your legs out long, whatever. But first movement that I want you guys to master is a really small, weird one. A couple of you will know it. It's basically giving yourself a double chin. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my profile as I do this. So assuming your relaxed posture is a little bit like that, you can see that there's a big space between my chin and my sternum here. You can see that there's a little bit more of an exaggerated curve at the back of my neck. And that's a really common place for a lot of us to be. So what I'd like you guys to try and do here is lengthen up through the crown of your head and imagine that someone was pulling you up by the crown with a little piece of string. That's step one. Okay? Then we're going to give ourselves a double chin. You're going to imagine gliding your skull back towards the wall behind you, squishing an imaginary peach between your chin and your chest. And then you're going to release. Okay? And then you're going to glide your skull back, and then you're going to release. Glide back and release. I want you to do this 10 times. So it's a glide and release, glide and release. Keep on going. I'm just going to talk about a few common compensatory patterns that I see. Number one, I see a lot of people when they do this scrunching up the shoulders. So try and consciously relax the shoulders and move from your deep neck flexors. So as you pull your chin back, you might feel like a wall of muscle activate here in the front of your neck. That's good. Let's go for 4 more. Second thing I see people do all the time, and it's really hard to correct, is as you come back with your chin, make sure that your chin isn't going to the left and it's not going to the right. So it's going straight through the center. There's a line cutting you directly in half. Try and find that nuance for the last 2. And last 1. Good job. Okay, soften that out. We're not going to completely let it go. I don't want you to ever come back to this position here throughout the next little bit. So keep the idea of length through the crown of your head, a little bit of a double chin. Okay, a little bit of a double chinlet, soften through the shoulders. Okay, and you're going to just gently take your left ear towards your left shoulder. An emphasis on the word gentle. Okay, neck stuff you never want to push. So left ear towards left shoulder. Hold for about 5 seconds. Consciously relax your left shoulder down. Notice what you feel on the right. Bring it back through center. Right ear to right shoulder. Just notice any differences. Hold for about 5 seconds. Just notice what you feel on the left side and soften the right shoulder. One more time each side. Don't forget length, little tiny double chin, and then side bend. Soften the shoulder, the side that you're bending to. And back through center, lengthen, double chin, and side bend to the right. Soften the right shoulder. Very nice. Bring it back to center. Good job. Lengthen, double chin, soften the shoulders. This time we rotate, so you're going to look over your left shoulder. Okay, you might notice a little bit of restriction here. Just try and soften that left shoulder down. Lengthen through the crown of the head, little double chin. And then bring it back through center. Same thing the other way. Rotate to your right. Soften the right shoulder. Lengthen, double chin. Bring it back through center. Good. One more each side. So with these movements, I don't want you to worry about taking it to your maximum, okay? Just be curious about it. Curious and soft. Back to center. Last time to your right. Lengthen, double chin. And then back to center. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do those same movements now. Not the band just yet. We'll use our hand for the first one. Same movements, applying a little bit of resistance with our own hand. So I don't want you to go crazy here. It's just muscle activation that we're looking for, about 10% of your max, okay? So take your left hand, place it on your forehead, lengthen through the crown of the head, double chin, and you're going to try and push your forehead into your hands. Don't worry, you're not being recorded. This is not just like a big fat joke. We're trying to activate your deep neck flexors. Think about that deep wall of muscle at the front of your neck here. Activate. 5, 4, keep lengthening. 3, 2, 1, and release. Left hand to your temple. Lengthen, double chin. Your head's not actually really going to move. Apply resistance into your hand. 5. So I'm trying to push my head into my hand over to that left side. 3. Don't let that happen. Lengthen, double chin. 2, 1. Bring it back. Other side. So lengthen, double chin. Push your head into your hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Now grab a hold of your band, whatever it is. I'm going to change sitting position because my legs are dying. You might feel like you need to change sitting position as well. Please do. Okay, now you're going to think I'm crazy, but just bear with me, all right? Your arms might get tired, in which case you just take a break, but otherwise you're taking your band behind your head, all right? We're going to lengthen, double chin, and then we're going to do that gliding movement of the skull. So I'm going to try and push my head back into the band as if I'm gliding it back. 5 seconds and release. So nuanced here, guys. My head is pushing back. My skull is gliding back towards the wall behind me. 10% of my maximum. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 3 more times. Remember, compensations here. As you push your head back into the band, just make sure that your chin isn't veering off to the left or to the right. And again, 2 more times. Push back. Make sure that the head is pushing back. The arms aren't just doing pulling. And last time, glide the skull back. for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Okay, so from here, you're going to take both ends of the band. If you had your hair done recently, I apologize, by the way. So you're going to take both ends of the band into your right hand. It's wrapped around the left side of your head. My head is going to be pushing that way to activate this side of my neck. I'm going to relax my shoulder down, 10% of my max. I'm going to try and tilt my head into it. Don't go too hard here. Push into the band, 10. Nice. You shouldn't see like veins popping out of your face that you're exerting yourself so much, okay? More curious than, chaotic. 3, 2, 1, back to center. 3 more times. Lengthen, double chin, side bend, resists. 5, 4, 3, keep this side soft. 2, 1, relax. 2 more times. Lengthen, double chin, side bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Last time. Soften, lengthen, double chin, resist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Straight over to the other side. Okay, my hair is going to look very interesting after this, guys. And your arm might get tired, okay? Just take a break if you need to. Other side, lengthen, double chin, soften, side bend. So you need to make sure that this connect to this side of your neck. Gently activate into it. 3, 2, 1, release. Lengthen, double chin, soften, side bend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Lengthen, double chin, soften, side bend, resist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Lengthen, double chin, side bend. As soon as you side bend, watch for that. Okay? Keep that integrity. 3, should have said that like ages ago. 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Okay, from here, this is good. This one looks the weirdest. So you're gonna take the ends of the band, wrap it around the front of your head. If you've got a TheraBand or whatever you're using, this might take a couple of tries before it feels correct, okay? But essentially, you're going to end up in this situation. All right. Lengthen through the crown of the head, double chin. And what you're going to do is you're going to try and turn your head to the left, all right? And as soon as you do that, you're going to resist the movement with your arms and with the band, and you're going to feel that, I can't really get so far because this arm is resisting me. You're kind of turning into that resistance. Lengthen, double chin, resist, rotate your head towards your left. Okay? Hold for 5, 4. Keep lengthening. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. No massive movements here, guys. Really small. Lengthen, double chin, resist, rotate to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2. Lengthen, double chin, resist, rotate. 5. Keep tucking the chin. 4, 3. Keep lengthening. 2, 1. Last time to that side. Lengthen, double chin, resist, rotate. 5, 4, 3. Keep tucking the chin. 2, 1. Release. Let's go straight over to the other side. Lengthen, double chin, rotate other way. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Lengthen, double chin, rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Last 2 here. Lengthen, double chin, rotate to the left. Soften that left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Last time. Lengthen, double chin, rotate. Just make sure you don't lose the double chin. That's like the one time in life people will, well, I'm ever going to say that to you. 3, 2, 1, back to center, and release. Good job. Okay, really nice. Get rid of your TheraBand or whatever was around your head. Soften those shoulders down. Lengthen double chin for me. And then I just want you to look over your left shoulder. Just notice your range of motion. Has it improved to when you began? Bring it back through center. Lengthen double chin. Rotate your head to your right. Maybe there's no improvement. Maybe there's more range of motion. Okay, bring it back through center. Well done. Okay, get rid of your band. Pop it alongside your mat. And we're coming onto all fours straight away. Okay, so the whole double chin thing, try and keep that in the back of your head as we move, okay? So, lengthen double chin. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. I'm going to keep my elbows dead straight here. But I'm going to let my chest sink between my shoulders, and I'm going to draw my shoulder blades together behind my back. And then I'm going to push the floor away. I'm going to sink my chest, shoulder blades together towards the spine, shoulder blades far away from the spine. Shoulder blades together towards my spine, shoulder blades far away from my spine. Keep it going. So this movement here is shoulder blade retraction and protraction. And this movement, every single neck pain patient I've had, let's say maybe 95% of neck pain people that I've had, struggle with this movement. So if you're struggling with it, don't fret, you're not alone, but just keep trying to get the shoulder blades to move. Elbows are not bending. 3 to go. So literally think about your shoulder blades like they're your wings. Wings draw together, wings far away. Last time. And push the ground away. Very, very nice. From here, you're going to open up into rotation. So you're going to push the floor away. Left hand is going to stay down. Right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. Hold. And we're going to draw 5 circles with that right arm. 4, 5. Might feel a little bit sticky. 4. 3. 2. Keep thinking of your shoulder blades like wings. They like to move. It's not just the arm bone moving. Last time, reverse that circle. Okay? Other way. 5. 4. Big movement through that right shoulder blade. 3. 2. 1. Right hand down. Left arm up into rotation first. So same exact thing we did on this side. Open up. There we go. Hold. Reach, reach, reach. Hold it here, guys. Just make sure you can still feel your pinky toe of your right foot on the mat. Okay? And then you circle. 4, 5. 4. Is everybody else also clicking like crazy like me? 3. This is the first movement I've done all day. I've been sitting the whole day up until now. 2. 1. Reverse it. Other way. And 5. 4. Feel the shoulder blade move on that left arm. 3. 2. And 1. Very nice. Take the left hand down. Back to the right arm, okay? You're going to rotate again to the right. Reach up as high as you can. And then you're going to flick your fingers of your right hand back towards your palm. Back towards your forearm. Yeah, the fleshy bit of the forearm. Hold it there. Really reach the fingers back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to thread the needle. Right arm's coming down underneath your left. Reach it through. So your right ear and cheek or temple might find the mat. Remember, double chin lengthen through the crown of the head. You're going to try and do that here. So tuck the chin back, lengthen through the crown of your head. Some of you might feel nothing. Some of you might feel a big stretch along the back of your spine. That's fine. Breathe into the back of your lungs. Biggest inhale you've taken all day here in this position. Big exhale. The biggest inhale again. Don't forget double chin lengthen. Biggest inhale, biggest exhale. One more of them. Biggest inhale you've taken all day. Big exhale. Very nice. Bring yourself back up onto all fours. Same thing on the other side. Excuse me. So left arm up. Big rotation. And then you're going to flick your fingers back towards the fleshy side of your forearm. So this, you might feel like a little bit of a neural sensation here. That's kind of what we're going for. Hold for 5. 4. Really actively pull those fingers back. Give 100% there. 3, 2, 1, and then thread the needle. Come down. Reach it through. Again, we're here. Tuck the chin back, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then again, we take the biggest inhales and exhales we've taken all day. The reason why you might feel that sensation of stretch along the back of your spine by tucking the chin and lengthening through the crown of the head is simply because of the muscular attachments of the muscles that literally span the length of your back. We have muscles that attach on the base of our skull and onto our sacrum, literally the whole length of your back. One more big inhale here. Take one little teeny tiny sip of air in. When you think your lungs are full, fill them up a little more. And then exhale. Slowly bring yourself out of it once you're ready. Well done. Okay, great job. From here, we're going to come up and we're going to take our left leg out in front of us. Okay. So here, we're going to do a little tuck of the tail, lengthening through the crown of our head, and again, good old double chin lengthen. Reach your arms up towards the sky, interlace your thumbs, and stretch. All right, so really, really, really big reach here. Tuck a little bit more. Take your attention to your right hip, the one that should be feeling a little bit of a stretch. Okay, see if you can sink your pelvis down just a smidge without letting the lower back arch. So I don't want you to like bleh into that, okay? Looks pretty, but it's not very good for you. So press it down just a little. Tuck a little bit more. Okay, maybe press down a little bit more. And then tuck a little bit more. Close the rib cage. And you're going to keep your right arm reaching up. Your left arm's going to sweep down. I don't care if you touch the floor or not. It's more about like this tug of war. Reach that right arm up. Reach the right arm up. Touch the sky. Really, really reach. Active as possible through that right arm. And an active squeezing down of your left shoulder blade. Hold it here for 5. Pinky toe contact of the back foot on the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just going to reverse the arms. So you're at a side bend to the left. Side bend your rib cage to the right. Trying not to change anything else. Really nice. Okay, here. Yes, you can reach up and kind of forget about it, but really stretch. Get that extra centimeter of lift out of that shoulder blade. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take both hands down to the ground, framing the front foot. Tuck the toes of your back foot under. Try and get your pinky toe to tuck as well. And then you're just going to try and lift your back knee up. As soon as that back knee lifts, try and squeeze your kneecap up so you get like this whole activation of the back leg. Good. And then super slow lowering down, counting about 3 in your head to lower that leg down. And lift. Squeeze your kneecap up and slowly lower. And lift. Squeeze the kneecap up. Slowly lower. Last time, and lift. Squeeze the kneecap up. And slowly lower. Very, very nice. Stay in this position. If your back knee is getting sore, you could put a pillow underneath it now. Okay? But I want you to play around with lifting your back heel off of the ground and lowering it. Just a couple centimeters. Lift and lower. Okay. Now, if that's already like a bit of a whoa for you, then stick with that. Okay? Let your knee get used to it. If you feel like you could get it a little bit further without your bum pulling back, then see if maybe you can get your heel a little bit closer to your bum, and you'll notice, hey, I'm not on my kneecap anymore. Yeah. Maybe go for about 5 or 6 of these. 3. And 2. And 1. Very nice. Stay with that front foot there, but pull your bum back and see if you can lift the toes of your front foot. Now, for a lot of us, we'll be here. That's okay. But it's not about getting that knee straight. So if you want to keep the knee a little bit bent and you still get a stretch here, that's totally cool. Okay, so that's what it's about, not that. Okay. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Just briefly swapping to the other side. So slide your left foot back, bring your right foot out in front. All right. Cool. Get it feeling good. Tuck, lift, close, reach up, double chin, lengthen, and stretch. So here, literally imagine that you were hanging from a cliff. So you'd get that maximum opening of your armpits. Reach up and get the sensation of almost pulling your thumbs apart. There we go. Holding it for 5. Maybe you can press your pelvis down a little bit more and then tuck. Pinky toe contact with the back foot. And take it a little deeper if you could, maybe without letting the lower back collapse and ribs flare. All right, and then left arm's going to reach up. You'll notice immediately the side bend that happens in your spine. Let that happen, okay? So left side of the rib cage opens. Reach up even more. Reach out of that left shoulder, right arm down. Reach a little bit more in opposition. 3, 2, 1. Let's swap it out. So literally just feeling the rib cage change to a side bend over to the left. Left arm down, right arm up. You might feel your balance change here. Reach it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Frame the front foot with the hands. Good job. Tuck the toes of your back foot under. Lift your back knee up. Squeeze the kneecap up. So activate the back leg. And then slowly lower. Don't collapse. And lift. Activate. And lower. Last 2. lift, activate, and lower. Last time, lift, activate, and slowly lower. Stay there, and just start to play around with, even if it's just lifting the toes off of the mat, Try and get some kind of lift of that back foot off the floor, and then lower it down. As you lift, if you start to feel like your bum is shifting backwards, then you've maybe gone a little bit too far for your mobility. You want to try and keep the pelvis forward. If you could add on a little bit more there, get the heel as close into your bum as possible, and release. You might get a hamstring cramp. Hamstrings love to complain. 3 and 2. Last time. Pull and release. Slowly navigate your way back to feel a stretch in the front leg. Okay, maybe lifting the toes of the front foot off of the ground. You might be on your fingertips, you might be up here. See if you can open your chest wherever you're at, okay? So you're not like, but see if you can, if your fingers are on the mat, you can almost pull your chest through. Maybe straightening out the front leg if you've got that range, but don't make it about that. For 3, 2, 1, and then we're coming up into standing, grabbing your belt or your TheraBand again. Okay, so most of you guys have done this with me back in the day when we used to train together. If you're going to take your band in your hands, I personally like to wrap these kinds of objects around my hands, whether it's a TheraBand or a belt, doesn't matter, just so that you can actually just let your arms kind of hang into them a little bit rather than having to grip onto them for dear life. You're going to take your feet quite a lot wider than hip width distance, so you're basically a giant X letter. Okay, once you're here, just make sure that you're not flaring. Okay, close, double chin lengthen. All right, you're going to be experts at that now. So toes turned out, tuck, close the ribs, double chin lengthen, let those arms just hang. From here, inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head, and take a look at my legs now. See, it's a very small movement. See if you can almost squeegee your inner thighs towards one another. So my legs aren't actually moving, but just that simple action of isometrically pulling them towards one another lights up my inner thighs, and it makes life a whole bunch more difficult. Okay, so try and do that. Draw your belly in towards your spine. Keep all 10 toes on the mat. And then you're going to slowly side bend over to your left. Okay, keep your squeegee legs. And then obliques. Bring you back to center, arms come down. Okay, so squeegee legs stays true the whole time. Let's go the other way. If you don't do the squeegee legs, you're gonna work a lot less. Okay, so it's optional, but just know that you'll be missing out. Reach up, come up, and left. Obliques to come back and down. Reach up, lengthen, obliques, squeegee legs, side bend, bring it back. One more each side. I probably said that on the last set, but you know me by now. Coming up and over. The squeegee legs is also going to help to prevent that from happening, okay? So it keeps your lower body stable. Last time, up, squeegee legs, belly to spine, and bam, back through center, and release it down. Good job. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to add on to that movement. So it was just a side bend with the squeegee legs. From the side bend this time, you're going to come into rotation. All right, so your right arm, your right rib cage, rather I should say rib cage, not arm. Your right rib cage is going to rotate to the left. You're going to bring it back through center, come out through the side bend and down. Ready? Let's go that direction again. Squeegee legs, belly to spine, close the ribs, double chin lengthen, reach the arms up and over we go. Pause. Keep your legs. Right side of the rib cage is going to rotate to the left. Pull the arms apart. Reach that right arm a little bit further. Come out of the rotation. So you're back in the side bend for a moment. And then out. And down. Whew, that should be tough. Reach it up. Squeegee legs, tuck chin, lengthen, close the ribs, side bend. Good. Rotate. Rotate, reach from the rib cage. Left side of the rib cage comes up and over. Come back to the side bend and come out of it. One more each side of that. Okay, if you want to move faster, that's totally cool, but just don't lose the nuances. Squeegee legs. Belly to spine, close the ribs. Reach up, tuck chin, lengthen. Almost missed that. Good. Rotate. Rotate from the rib cage. Come out of the rotation. And up. And down. Last time to the right. Squeegee legs. Close it. Belly to spine. Tuck chin, lengthen. Reach up. And side bend. Keep your legs. Work for that. And rotate. Rotate, reach out through that left arm. Squeegee your legs together. Bring it back. And out of the side bend. Well done. Shake it out. Good job, guys. Okay. So just like we used to do in class back in the day, we're going to go all the way around the world. All right, your squeegee legs, you might lose that. That's okay. But just try and keep the pelvis kind of stable. Listen to your spine, okay? So we're going to go all the way around the world this time. We're going to come up, squeegee legs, close the ribs, tuck chin, lengthen. Come up and over. Rotate. And then you're going to let your arm lead the way. Keep your legs. Slowly come down. Listen to your spine. And then you're going to come all the way up. Pull up into your band. And then release it down. Nice and slow. Other way we go. Reach it up. So we're going to move the other direction now. Close. Squeegee. Tuck chin, lengthen. Come up and over. Rotate. Reach, keep your legs slowly coming down. Draw the belly to the spine as you come through that midline. And then feel the rotation coming the opposite way around the world. Out through the side bend. And down. Let's try 2 more in each direction, okay? So 4 more in total. Squeegee, belly to spine, close ribs, double chin, lengthen, up and over. Rotate. Keep your legs. It's not about touching the floor. This is about control. Keep those legs belly to spine. Out through the other side. And down. Last 3. Inhale. Close those ribs. Squeegee legs. Tuck chin, lengthen. Side bend. Exhale. Rotate. Slowly through center. Belly to spine. Rotating out the opposite way. And down. Absolute last time. This should be strangely fatiguing. Reach it up. Close. And side bend. Rotate. Belly to spine, squeegee legs, start to rotate, coming out of it the opposite way, and and down. Last time. Squeegee legs, belly to spine. Close those ribs, tuck chin, lengthen. And last time, just enjoy it. But keep the legs strong. Stable base. And release. Shake it out. Shake out the legs. Well done. Really well done, guys. Okay, get rid of your band. Take it down. And we're going to come back into our lunge position. I might just move my mat a little bit away from the wall. Okay, and I'm going to take my left leg out in front. So big step forward with the left foot, right foot back behind. Okay? Perfect. Now once you're here, if you're like me, immediately your lower back wants to just chill out. So close down the front, lengthen the tail. So thinking pubic bone to navel here. Press back through the heel. Bend a little deeper down into that front knee. Root down through your feet. Reach your arms up. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. We're going to do the same thing we just did in a kneeling position earlier. So right arm is going to reach up. Left arm is going to reach down. Feel that side bend in your rib cage, in your spine. Reach it up. Play with the balance. Bend into that left knee. You're holding this for a count of 10. So gaze wherever you want to. 9, 8, 7, 6. Find your core, belly to spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly take both hands to the mat, framing your front foot all the way down. Keep your right hand on the floor. Left arm is going to open up. Rotate. We're going to do 5 circles with the left arm. 5. Let the shoulder blade move. 4. 3. Let the rib cage move. 2. 1. Reverse direction. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now both hands are going to come down to the ground. So your front foot is framed, and we're going to go straight back into downward facing dog from here, okay? So I'll meet you there. Slide your front foot back, downward facing dog, and pedal out, guys, through those heels. Pedaling it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your feet to stillness, okay? And then you're going to bend your knees quite a decent amount. Nice bend into the knees. Both of your feet are going to pivot to your left, okay? So I'm going to pivot my feet to my left, so much so that my right foot can actually go flat onto the mat. What you're going to feel here is a bit more pressure in your left hand. That's good. That's normal. Start to pull your right hip back even more, so you feel a stretch over the right side of your body. That's the purpose of what we're doing right now. Breathe into that right side. So I want you to stretch the lats over the right side, the top side of your body. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. We're going to take those heels over to the other side. So both heels pivot over to your right, so much so that your left foot is now completely flat on the ground. You'll feel more pressure in your right hand. Get your hand and shoulder feeling good, really stable underneath you. Pull your left hip back, so much so that you're almost like a banana shape on that left side. Breathe into the left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly pivot out of your downward facing dog. You're going to bend into your knees, look forward. You're going to see if you can get that right foot all the way to the top of the mat. Try not to rush it and just dump it there, but hug your right knee in towards your chest. Aim where you want to get that foot and then step it forward. Good. Take a few seconds to get there. Get your back foot feeling good. Root down into that front foot nicely. Tuck, chin, lengthen. Okay, so when we come up into standing, we're not going to pull with the back of our neck. You're going to lift from the back of your skull. Okay, so tuck, chin, lengthen. Come up in a nice long spine. I hope that went well. All right, get your balance. Root down into that front foot. And then we lengthen through the tail. So the tailbone's dropping down. Front of the left hip is nice and open. Reach your arms up, interlace the thumbs, and stretch. Bend a little deeper down into that front knee. Close the ribs. So rib cage is drawing through you and up. Left arm is going to continue to reach up. Right arm is going to reach down. Try and keep your feet the same. So as soon as you do that, it's the side bend in the rib cage that's really helping you get to that deeper stretch along that left side. Holding and breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to just switch which arm is on top. Keep your stable base. Reach up, right arm up, left arm down. So think about opening up the spaces between each one of your ribs on the right hand side of your body. Reach up through the rib cage. Ground down through the feet. Almost draw your front heel. Think about squeegeeing that front heel isometrically back towards your left foot. Good job, guys. Slowly take it down, framing the front foot with your hands. So both hands come down to the mat. Well done. Left hand stays down. Right arm's going to reach up. Rotate. And then we're going to circle through the arms, through the arm. 5. So I taught this, well, a similar thing to this on Monday. And I noticed that a couple of people were keeping their head looking down at the ground and just circling through the arm. I want you to move your whole chest. Okay? Let's reverse it. So we think about the shoulder joint as just one joint, but it is way more than just one joint. Last 2. Last 1. Place that right hand down, framing the front foot. This is where we come back into downward facing dog again, okay? So straight away, you're going to slide your front foot back, take yourself into your down dog. Get it feeling good for you there, guys. So take a few seconds just to get it feeling nice, pedaling out the heels. Good. Last 2 breaths here before we do that little knee bendy stretch thing in down dog. Your lat stretch. Okay, so bring your feet to stillness. A nice decent bend in your knees is really helpful here. Okay? Now, try not to let your rib cage collapse towards the floor in this position, but rather draw your rib cage up. All right, and then we're going to pivot our heels or our feet over to the left, so much so that your right foot can go flat onto the ground. Yeah. The more you bend into the knees, the more you're going to feel that stretch. So you can play around with that, you know. If you wanted to play around with a little bit more of like a side plank variation, you could take your right arm away and reach it up overhead as long as you're scooping up through that left side. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over to the other side we go, slowly pivoting through down dog, and heels over to the right or feet over to the right. Get them feeling well placed. Play around with how deeply you bend the knees. Pull the left hip back. Hug your right hip underneath you. If you wanted to take your left hand away from the ground, you could. Come into more of like a side plank kind of thing. Hold it and breathe. Lift up away from the ground on your right side. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to your down dog and then lower your knees to the mat. Take a shallow stretch or any other position that feels good right now. Okay? If shell isn't feeling good, then pick something else that does. I'm going to reach my hands back to my heels just to give my shoulders a break from being up overhead. Holding and breathing here for 5. The last 3 breaths in this position. And last breath here. Very well done. Okay, so last 5 minutes, we're just going to lie on our back, finally. It's taken a while, hey? Almost an hour in. All right, so lying on your back, nice and relaxed. Okay, close down your rib cage. Relax your hands alongside you. And just take an inhale, arch into your lower back. Exhale, round into the lower back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck. Try your best here, by the way, carry on, keep arching and tucking. And I'd like you to try your best here to maintain double chin, lengthen through the back of your neck. Close your eyes and notice the movement that you feel of your skull and the back of your neck as you change the positioning of your pelvis. Notice that cause and effect. Last 2 arches and tucks. Last 1 arch and tuck. And find neutral spine for me here. Nice happy medium. Place your hands onto your lower abdomen, feeling the pointy bits at the front of your hips. Hopefully they're feeling pretty even. Then you're going to slowly take one leg up into tabletop position, other leg up into tabletop position, maintaining your stability, maintaining your neck curvature, your lower back curvature. You're going to see if you can slowly open your left knee out to the left hand side without letting your right bum cheek move, without letting your right hip bone move or your left hip bone move. Bringing it back to center and then right knee out to the right. Apologies, the corresponding hip bone will move, but the non-moving hip bone won't. Case in point, your pelvic halves are independent. Last 4. How's the chin tuck, neck long situation going for you? Last 2. And 1. Slowly place your feet down on the mat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Let your knees open east and west. Relax your hands down alongside you. Close over your eyes and breathe. Take a moment here to soften your jaw, soften your cheeks, relaxing into the back of the neck and the front of the neck. Just feeling that sensation of length that you created throughout class today, through the whole spinal column. Releasing any tension you may feel in the front of your chest and the shoulders. Let them melt back into the floor behind you. Taking a really big inhale in through the chest, in through the belly. Fill your tummy, fill your lungs. Take an extra sip of air at the top, and as you exhale, melt your ribcage into the ground behind you. Feel the support of the floor. If this leg positioning just doesn't feel good, change it now to something that feels nice. Relax through the legs, relax through the inner thighs, your glutes, your feet, your calves, your shins. Allowing yourself this moment to relax and breathe. Taking 10 more breaths together. Noticing the sounds around you. Noticing the pace of your thoughts. Slowing it down for 4 more breaths. Last inhale together. On your next exhale, slowly bring your knees back up towards the sky. Hug your knees in towards your body and just curl up into a tiny little ball. Let's roll ourselves up into seated. And my friends, you guys are 100% done. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that slightly different class. I hope your neck feels amazing.